Guys, it's Sports Talk. I'm Johnny.
And I'm Matthew.
And today we're going to be talking about our Week 16 predictions. Let's get right into it. For the first game, I got the Vikings against the Saints. I got the Vikings losing 17-24 to the Saints. The Vikings usually beat the Saints, especially in the playoffs, but I don't think this year. They don't have Stephon Diggs or anything, but Saints don't have Michael Thomas or Drew Brees, but still, I got the Saints winning this game.
I got the Saints again winning. They're looking good this year, but I kind of think they're an overrated team. But they don't have Michael Thomas or Drew Brees again. So, yeah. So, basically what he was saying.
24-17, Saints winning against the Vikings. For the second game, Buccaneers versus Lions. This one's kind of hard to predict, but I got the Buccaneers winning against the Lions 28-17. The Buccaneers, I don't think this will be a game where they come back just like last week against the Falcons. I think they'll have a pretty good game overall, but it'll be kind of close, not necessarily. 28-17, Buccaneers, Tom Brady having a good game.
I think the Lions are going to win 17-13. Lions aren't doing the best this year, but Matthew Stafford, sorry if I said that wrong.
Stafford, yeah.
Stafford, he's looking pretty good. And I'm just thinking, because the Buccaneers, I think, could be better, because Tom Brady's not looking the best. But so I think Lions have this one.
Yeah, Matthew Stafford is really tough, but I still have the Buccaneers winning this. Cardinals 49ers. I think this will be a really close game, but I do think the Cardinals will pull this one out 31-28. It will be a division rivalry and a division matchup, and 49ers we're looking like they're kind of like they have a depleted defense, so many injuries. They're not looking too good, but the Cardinals are pulling away very slightly lately. They barely won against the Eagles last week. So I think the 49ers will actually play a pretty good game. Nick Mullins will play well. And the Cardinals versus 49ers, I got the Cardinals.
I've got the Cardinals too. Because 49ers last week, Cowboys won. And Cowboys offense was looking really good, especially that good run and spin move they got off on the 49ers.
74, yeah.
Yeah, so I think if 49ers do the same job as that, I think they lose. But also, I think it's going to be like a pretty low scoring game. Maybe like 21-24 Cardinals.
I got the Cardinals 31-28. For our fourth game, I got Dolphins versus Raiders. And the Dolphins are an underrated team, in my opinion. I got the Dolphins actually slightly pulling this one out, the 25-20 against the Raiders. I think it'll be a close game just because the Dolphins are a really good team, but I think they'll slack this game. They've been barely winning. They lost against the Chiefs 2 weeks ago. I do think they're a really good team and they can contend, but I got them winning 25-20 against the Raiders.
I've got Dolphins winning, like I said, like Johnny said actually, they're an underrated team.
Yeah.
And Tua, I think he's underrated too, just a little bit. But Raiders have been doing good against the Chiefs, but they, I think, have lost once against the Chiefs. I can't remember. But
they won one and they lost one against the Chiefs.
Yeah, and David Carr is doing pretty good. So I think Dolphins will win.
Okay, next game, Giants versus Ravens. I got the Ravens winning 31-17. After, I know it's just against the Jaguars, but after that really good win against Jacksonville, the Ravens look really good, 40-14. But this week I only got them winning 31-17. That's by a lot, but not as much. But yeah, they looked really good last week. The Giants have been having some problems lately, but the Ravens are just looking like 2019 form. Lamar's looking better. I just have them winning 31-17, Ravens.
I got Ravens too, cause Giants, they don't look so good this year.
Yeah, they look depleted.
Yeah, and it's funny because most people think Lamar Jackson had poop in the in the middle of the game, and then whenever he had a speech, he was like, "Oh, I ain't no going club." So it's funny, and so but I think the Ravens got this because even though they have like a couple losers, Giants have a lot. So I got Ravens. I got them maybe 35-13.
I got a 35-17 Chiefs. Oh, no, I mean Ravens. I mean 31-17 Ravens. All right. Chiefs versus Falcons. This is where, okay, 35-17. I think the Chiefs are going to pull this one out. The Falcons looked strong against the Bucs in the first half, but then of course Tom Brady came back and won that game. But I think the Falcons won't be able to handle the Chiefs' offense and just Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, and Mahomes will just have a great game, I think, and the Falcons just won't look that good out there. And I think Matt Ryan won't really have that good of a game. I think he'll throw 2 interceptions. And yeah, Chiefs winning.
I got Chiefs, but I think the Falcons will look really good in like the first, second and third quarter. Cause usually Falcons like start winning, and then they just lose it. Like somebody comes back, and so I got Chiefs, and I think Tyreek Hill could do another flip into the end zone, and yeah, so I think Tyreek Hill can beat them with his speed and stuff.
I think I'll have 100+ yards this game. He's being really productive this year.
Yeah.
All right, Washington versus the Panthers. They're both a low-scoring team, but the Washington has a good defense, and I got the Washington no-name team winning against the Panthers 24-14. I think the Washington defense will play really well, and Scary Terry will have a really good day. Maybe 100 receiving yards. I don't know. That's if Dwayne Haskins plays well. So yeah, I got Washington winning 24-14, and just Teddy Bridgewater. Maybe he'll be still real accurate, 72% on the year. Maybe he'll keep that up, but we'll see.
I got Washington too. I just kind of think, coming from a Cowboys fan, Washington is a really underrated team. They look good. It's just they've gone against really hard teams.
I actually think they can get into the divisional round in the NFC.
Yeah, right now, aren't they division champs?
Well, they're not.
They're tied.
Well, no, they're not tied. They're in the lead. I don't know if they've won it because I know the Bills won it for sure last week. So I think Washington might have won it. I don't know for sure though.
Yeah. So yeah, I think Washington will win. Cause if Chase Young does pretty good, yeah, he can get out of good lines and stuff. So, and Dwayne Haskins, if he does good, I think they can win.
And then Browns-Jets. I think the Browns will pull this one 27-13. And the Jets coming off a win, 1-13 now, against the Rams, which was super surprising. It was like 20-0, 17-0 or something.
No, 23-20.
No, like before they came back. And then Rams started to come back, but then Frank Gore got the first down. So the Jets won that one. But the Browns against the Giants was like a boring game. It was like 20-3, I believe. It was like a really heavily defense game. The Giants really did nothing, and the Browns looked pretty good. They didn't look as good as they've looked this whole year, but I think they'll pull this one out 27-13.
I think Browns will. After Jets won that, which is very surprising.
Yeah.
And they tied with Jaguars for #1 pick.
Oh yeah.
I think the
Browns.
Browns will win because during the Ravens game, they were looking really good, but it's just whenever Lamar Jackson came back, I think they threw a TD winning touchdown pass.
Oh, Ravens Browns that
yeah.
game.
So and Browns were looking really good, so
Mhm.
I think Browns got this.
Oh, and yeah, the Jaguars have the first overall
Oh,
pick.
yeah.
So
And I think it would be 21, 21, maybe 10.
you think Browns will win 27? I mean, yeah, 27-10.
No, 21-10.
21-10. I got the Browns winning 27-13. All right, Bears versus Jaguars. Okay, the Bears are heavily dependent on their defense this year, and the Jaguars are just not doing well. They're 1-13, I believe. I think the Bears will win in a not necessarily low-scoring game, but 21-10. The Jaguars just aren't looking good. They haven't won a game since Week 1 against the Colts, and the Colts were not themselves during Week 1. And I just got the Bears winning 21-10.
I got the Bears winning. Like he said, they have a really good defense this year, and they were doing better than I expected whenever it was like preseason. I knew they were gonna do pretty good, but they're doing better than I expected. So I bet, and Jags, they're not doing that good this year. So I got Bears winning, maybe like again a little scaring game. I think it would be like real high scaring for Bears. But I think it would be like 35.
Wow.
35. 10 maybe. No, 35 like.
I got a 21-10.
I think 35, maybe 13.
35-14. And
Bears.
yeah, I got Bears 21-10. And the Bears actually started out 5-1, but now they're 6-7 or 6-8, I believe, or maybe 7. I think they're 6-7, and they started off 5-1 and just had like a 6-game losing streak or 4-game or 5-game losing streak. They haven't been looking too good, but they just came off the win against the Vikings, 33-27. They looked actually pretty good in that game, but I'm going to give it a 21-10 Bears winning. For now, the next game, Bengals versus the Texans. Bengals just came off a win against the Steelers, which was super surprising, 27-17. That was a fun game to watch. And they're going against the Texans. And I think it'll be 24-17 Bengals. If they keep the same energy they play with against the Steelers, I think they can win this game against the Texans and shut down Deshaun Watson, which is key.
I think Bengals will win again too. And because that hit by Von Bell was pretty cool to see.
Oh yeah.
Getting revenge on Juju. So I think Bengals will win maybe a little scaring game, maybe.
I got a close
15-3. No, 15-7.
I had a 24-17 one-score game.
I think that if the Texans do good with Deshaun and stuff, they could almost get it, but I got Bengals on this.
Yeah. So for the next game, it's Steelers versus Colts. I think the Steelers will go on a 4-game losing streak against the Colts, and they've lost against Washington, the Bills, and the Bengals, and I think they'll lose against the Colts this week. I got the Colts winning 28-21. I think the Colts will play one of their best games. I think they'll shut down Big Ben, and they'll lock up Chase and Juju to hold them to like 50 yards combined. I think the Colts will just have a really good game, and I think the Steelers will be forced to establish the run game, and that's the only way they're going to score.
Yeah, if Juju Dennis is on the logo, I think they're going to lose. He's basically giving bad luck to his team. Again, he lost to 3 teams in a row. Washington, Bills. Then they just lost to Bengals and Von Bell. So it's not looking too good for them. They started off the season like 11-0, I think.
Mhm.
And
Now they're 11-3.
Yeah, now they're 11-3. Everybody thought they would go like 15-1. I thought they would go like 13-3, but I think they're gonna lose this game. Maybe 20-17. It's gonna be close.
And I think I got the Colts winning 28-21 and Philip Rivers having a good game. And now for the Broncos versus Chargers, I got the Chargers just came off a win against the Raiders, 30-27 in overtime. Justin Herbert looked great against Marcus Mariota. I got the Chargers winning this one, 17-10 versus Drew Lock and the Broncos. I think Justin Herbert will have a great game. He's just having a great season for the Chargers, Rookie of the Year probably. And yeah, I think he'll have a great game, and I think all of their touchdowns will be passing. And I think the Charger defense will shut down the Broncos, and yeah, Joey Bosa will have a great game. I just think they'll win 17-10.
I think Chargers got this game after that big lose from Broncos Bills. I think that the Chargers are gonna win because Justin Herbert, he's underrated, but he might. I don't know. He's good, probably best rookie, but yeah. So I think Chargers got this in the bag, maybe 17-13.
Broncos coming off a huge blowout, 48-19. Bills played amazing against the Broncos, and I don't think they're gonna have much courage in this game. 17-10. Chargers winning this one. Eagles and Cowboys. This one's interesting. So if they play how the Eagles have been playing, they won against the Saints, and then they almost won against the Cardinals. And they're playing the Cowboys, which Tony Pollard actually played pretty good. Cowboys are coming off a win against San Francisco, but they don't have Dak, which has been around. He's been hurt for a while, and if their O-line blocks if their O-line blocks how they blocked against San Francisco, they have a chance. But I got Jalen Hurts playing really well, 31-21. Eagles winning this one and Jalen Hurts having a great game like he has been having.
I think it's kind of hard to decide, but if Cowboys keep it up from last game against the 49ers, I think they can win. Cause NFC East, yeah, they're not looking good this year. So I think Philadelphia gets it, but if Dallas does as good as they did last game, I think they can get it. And the run game, if they did the run game the same, I think they can get it. But as you said, Jalen Hurts after backup QB after Carson Wentz. I think Jalen Hurts has been doing pretty good. So yeah.
Carson Wentz wants a trade. So in the next game is Seahawks versus Rams. I got the Seahawks winning this one in a high-scoring brawl, 35-28. I would have put the Rams, but after their performance against the Jets, looks like they just didn't care about that game and was focusing on this game. And I think that'll take away some of their courage and hope. And I think the Seahawks will come out here to play. They just got a pretty good win against Washington, 20-15. And I think they'll come out here to play, have a high-scoring game. Russ will have a really good game. And yeah, I think they'll shut down the Rams.
I got Seahawks, but I think after the Jets loss, Rams lost against Jets. Sorry, I think Rams lost courage and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think they're gonna be embarrassed. And I saw this video that said Aaron Donald and Jared Goff are trying to hide their faces with masks. But people are saying to Aaron Donald, you're not gonna hide that. Everybody's gonna notice you with that big neck. Sorry if that's offensive, but everybody was saying that. So I think they're pretty embarrassed. And I got Seahawks. I think DK Metcalf will do pretty good. So yeah, and
And-
Russell Wilson, he does
And
good.
this game's super important to the division title because before the Rams lost to the Jets, they were I think first in the division, but now I think they're either second or third or tied for first or something like that. I don't think they're first anymore. So this will be a battle for the division, and yeah, Cardinals are not in it. They already have like 6 losses. They're not going to win this division, but I think they'll be in the wild card. All right, moving on next to Titans and Packers. I got the Packers winning this one with Aaron Rodgers playing really well, and I think the Packers defense will shut down Derrick Henry and Ryan Tannehill. I think Aaron Jones will also have a pretty good game, so they'll be balanced on both sides of the ball on defense, offense, running, passing, all that. And I think they'll win 31-24. Packers winning this one. And Devontae Adams having another monster game.
I think I got Packers again. Derrick Henry will have maybe another really monster stiff arm, as he did to the Bills and the Lions. It's funny because he both went to the sideline and then he stiff armed someone. It was so funny, and so I think he'll get a pretty good one, but not as good as the others. But yeah, I got Packers winning this. Aaron Rodgers having good Hail Marys this game, so.
And I think
to Devontae.
J.R. Alexander, I think he'll shut down the passing game for the Titans, so they're forced to use Derrick Henry. And I think Derrick Henry will have around 90 rushing yards, so that will be why the Titans lose. They keep on forcing and feeding Derrick Henry, but I think they'll stop him with around 90 yards, 31-24 Packers.
And I think Packers will win. For me, it's going to be a high-scoring game. Maybe 35-31 Packers.
All right. Our last game, Bills versus Patriots. I think the Bills are the most underrated team in the NFL. I think they're I think they could actually beat the Chiefs, and I think they'll play them in the AFC Championship. And so it's Bills versus Patriots. And if Stephon Diggs keeps on having the fluid and amazing games he's having, he's getting like 140 yards, 120 yards, and they'll definitely win this. Josh Allen's playing amazing. Cole Beasley and Stephon Diggs have had many 100-yard games this entire time, and I think Zach Moss and Devin Singletary will play well. I think Tre'Davious White will lock down all of their receivers, and Micah Hyde playing well as well. And I got the Bills winning this one 34-21, shutting down Cam Newton and the Patriots offense.
I've got Bills too. Cole Beasley, I think he's the most underrated wide receiver. I think he's better than DeAndre Hopkins, not gonna lie. Even though he's really short, he's actually really good in my opinion. And Stephon Diggs, he's also really good. Traded from Vikings when he had that versus Saints game. And that wild card, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I got Bills winning with Josh Allen.
It was divisional, actually.
Yeah, with Josh Allen, maybe.
I think he'll have another
31-24.
I think Josh Allen will have another 300-yard game. And I think this year, not like their career, but Stephon Diggs is a top 5 or even a top 3 receiver this year. He's extremely underrated, and he's playing, in my opinion, he's having a better impact on the team than like D-Hop is having on his team, DeAndre Hopkins. He's super underrated. I think he'll have another amazing game. And I just think the Bills could even win by more than this because they've been having a lot of high-scoring games lately. So I got the Bills winning 34-21. Maybe even the Patriots not even getting that many points. and I think Cam Newton won't have anywhere to go. They're going to have to run the ball because of Tre'Davious White, and Cam Newton is not the best right now. And I think just Josh Allen and the offense and the corners will have a great game today. I mean, not today, against the Patriots, and that'll be a really good game. And so I got the Bills winning 34-21. So yeah, that's all we have today. Week 16 predictions. And tell us if you disagree or you don't disagree. And whenever all the games are played next week, we'll put in the comments what our record was, like how many we got right and wrong. I think we'll be like 11-5. I think we'll get 11 of them right and 5 of them wrong.
I think that if Josh Allen rolls to the right, he's unstoppable.
He's deadly.
And you can't stop him, basically. It's gonna be a perfect throw. Basically if it's not a good if it's basically incomplete, it's gonna be on the wide receiver probably, because he can do deadly stuff on the right. So yeah, so I got Bills winning.
All right. Thank you for listening to our video of the Week 16 predictions. Let us know if you think anything should be different, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye.
Bye.